Timeout Talk.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly edition of Timeout Talks here with Ben and Josh, streaming on the one and only Minifan Network. And of course, we are sponsored by Chase and Thrills Custom T-shirts and accessories, the Ice Shaker, and of course, we're live here on the Minifan Network. Josh and Ben here. We've got a quick speed show today. We're going to get you all NFL stuff, so we're going to pump the brakes on the Bruins, and I'm wearing that Timeout Talk Celtics color, but we'll talk about them later. As Ben will say too, we've got plenty of time to talk about those guys. We got to dive into football season, and let's start it off talking about these guys, Ben. Let's start with the game last night. I mean, they are heading into their bye week. We're going to take a look at the AFC playoff picture, but Ben, I mean, special teams was on it. Ellis laying the boom, which I thought was a dirty hit live at the game, and then come to find out, I looked at it today and I was like, it's not a late hit. I mean, these guys are playing different, Ben, and they are right now. I can't even, the group chat, the Patriots stuff, it gets annoying, but you can't deny it. I think these guys, I think the New England Patriots are the best football team in the National Football League right now.
That's tough. I mean, hey, good evening, Bakey, not Bakey. I like that. I like that name over there. But no, I agree. It's tough, Josh. I agree. I was going to say
doesn't want to do it.
I hate it. Yeah, no. I just agree with how much I hate how annoying they are now and everything. They're back to being the best team I think out of us three. I could say that, Josh. I mean, the Cowboys are rolling. Cowboys are rolling right now, and Steelers are being the Steelers right now. But yeah, I think the Pats, I'm going to say this one, Josh. The Pats are definitely the best out of us three teams. I'm not going to say the best team in the NFL yet. I know the Rams slipped up against the Panthers, and the Eagles have had their problems. Lions stumbling a little too against the Packers. And hey, Packers are a solid team over there too. Can't forget about them. So there's a bunch of teams in the NFC that I'm looking at over there. But I'm going to give them top three. I'll give them top three, Josh. They're a top three team in the NFL right now. And Drake May's just that guy, Josh. Some of these throws, that Kyle Williams throw was amazing. I hate it, but I mean, hey, I loved him from those UNC days. He's the real deal. I know you were giving a little shout out to Caleb Williams too. Caleb Williams, great game, obviously, against the Eagles too. This draft class is just killing it. I mean, this draft class, Bo Nix is great. Obviously, Jaden Daniels hurt and everything like that. But, I mean, this draft class is just... What's up, Mary? Mary?
What's up, Mary?
This draft class is just stellar right now, and Patriots are reaping the rewards of, I think, probably the best cornerback out of that class. So, I'm still annoyed, Josh. I'm not going to give it to the best. You're giving them the best. I'm going to give them top three. I'm going to give them top three NFL team right now. But it's just... Yeah, I hate it. I hate it, and that's a good sign for the Patriots fans, Josh.
Yeah, we've got plenty of stuff to get to. Let's kind of merge them right now. So we're talking about top three teams. Of course, we're going to get to Ben's Steelers, my Cowboys. We'll preview some of those games coming up this week. But let's start. Ben doesn't want to talk about it. Let's get to it. Let's start with the AFC here. As you can see, this is what you're seeing. So when you see Ben, when I hear Ben talk about those top three teams, I mean, right now, who would have thought, Ben, just like the old days, the Patriots and the Broncos would be at top of the AFC? I mean, just some of those top teams. And I disagree with Ben. I think the Patriots are the best team right now in the National Football League, especially after seeing the Rams take a step back. Again, we'll kind of dive more into that. But I guess we'll kind of play this playoff picture straight in to your thoughts on the Steelers. But some interesting storylines that can play out of this playoff picture here.
Yeah, as Bakey said, Josh, right there, I think that's the biggest one, obviously, in the AFC. Denver. I mean, Denver got great defense. If you got to go to Denver too, that's why it's important to hold on to that number one seed. Going to Denver's a whole different ball game in that regard. So I mean, that's a huge matchup. Great call by Bakey on that one. So I think that's probably the biggest threat right now. Obviously, seeing Kansas City stumble. Buffalo has their weaknesses. I know they're kind of, hey, listen, they played us, so we make a lot of teams look a lot better than they are. So just saying on that one. But I mean, Buffalo, we've seen some weaknesses from them. But I think Denver's pretty much got the most solid defense. Bo Nix can make plays when he has to. We got a solid running backs with R.J. Harvey. Blanking on the other guy, but listen, Sean Payton, as long as you got Sean Payton leading the helm over there, you can't count them out. So I think that's definitely the toughest matchup, Josh. But I mean, when you kind of pull up the playoff picture, it's kind of tough for me to say. And as Bobby said, Jacksonville is, always has a strong finish to the season. They're back in the hunt now. Trevor Lawrence is looking good. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of, when you look at the rest of this picture, it's tough. I mean, the Colts obviously slipping up against the Texans. I mean, the Texans look like one of the best teams out there. They're not even in the playoffs right now. So a little tough of a take for me to say, Josh, but I'm still going to stick with the Patriots just being a top 3 team. But right now, it's do or die for the Steelers for the division. It's pretty much, if we're going to get in, it's division-wise. These guys stink, Josh. I know I went on a big diatribe last week, but it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and I've got no clue why Terrell Austin's still the defensive coordinator right now. I still don't know why. Hey, Pats are back. There he is. Listen, I give kudos to him. He's had that Drake May picture up there for a while, so I gotta give credit where credit's due.
Sure has.
Yeah, he's been there, but like I said, we gotta get rid of Terrell Austin. This defense is just embarrassing. I said I tried to be cute last week with the 3 words, and that was worse. I mean, I didn't think it'd get worse than the Chargers loss. I know we went on the playoff talk, but I'm switching it up. That was embarrassing. That was one of the worst losses I've ever seen. I know I've said all this with the Chargers one, but that was just, I can't even point to anything good in that game, to be honest. That was just, how many times are they going to run the same play? How many times are they going to run the same run play? Even Romo's making fun of us at the end, in the fourth quarter, saying, they finally put a corner on the edge. It's just, I mean, Romo's taking shots at us. What are we doing? I mean, Mike Tomlin's supposed to be this defensive guy, but that was embarrassing, Josh. I mean, Ray Davis had 49 yards all season. He had 52 going into the fourth quarter. I mean, how does that even happen? It's just embarrassing, highest paid defense. And like I said, that's it. This is just the team right now. It's embarrassing. There's no more trying to get cute with it. They're just embarrassing. They're soft. This defense is soft. Thank God, Darius Slay is gone. What a waste of money he is. And compared to the Patriots, guys, I make fun of some of the Patriots offseason signings, but Harold Landry, Carlton Davis, Milton Williams. I know Milton Williams obviously injured, but these guys, the Patriots spent, and these guys are paying off right now. I know that hasn't always been the case, but you're seeing what happens when you spend in the right places. So for the Steelers, I think we have to adopt that same philosophy, and we kind of did, but maybe not go get all these old guys. Darius Slay is just awful, so I'm glad to see him go, but so I know I went off on a little tangent there. I don't want Mike Tomlin gone. I've kind of gone back off that, Josh. I don't want Tomlin out. He's not entirely the problem, but if I have to hear the same old speech from him, he's just got to come up with a different solution, and just something has to be done, Josh. It's just embarrassing, but.
And that's how you know.
For the Pats, yeah, I'm just done.
That's how you know it could be on the fritz of being out, because I saw the Jason Garretts and the Mike McCarthys and even Dak Prescott a couple times during those those stretches where it's like they just get on the podium and they say the same thing over and over again. Yeah, we got to take accountability, and we just got to execute. And it's like, all right, well, when are we going to execute? Ben knows. Yeah, Ben's. So, I mean, we look at this playoff picture here, and again, I'm just going to keep hammering it, but they're in it. They're mathematically, they are 100% in it. you see the Ravens, they aren't even playing the best football, Ben. In the Bengals, I like the story with Joe Burrow. If they are able to get a win against the Bills and somehow Steelers and Ravens, obviously they play each other this week, but somehow somebody tries to drop a few games, it does get interesting. I think the Bengals are out of it right now. As much as I love Joe Burrow, I don't think it's going to happen. I also like Buffalo to beat them this week, but spoiler alert. But
So,
if you look at this playoff picture, Ben, no matter what, you're not going to get. I don't think you're going to get in the wild card. So you're going for that division. Things can happen. I think the Chiefs are kind of on the tail, but we talked about the Steelers here. We'll kind of put a bow on them in a second, but you've got the Steelers Ravens. I mean, you're going on the road against the Ravens this week. Then you've got the Dolphins at home. So they're kind of been a stingy team. That's a Monday night game as of now. Then you've got this is a tough stretch after this. Then you go on the road against the Lions, on the road against the Browns, who are a tough team, and then at home against the Steelers, which could be, against the Ravens, which could be to decide the division. I mean, wow, that's insane. But we've got a couple questions
how you
here for
slipped that
Ben.
in, Josh. Sorry, Josh. I like how you slipped that in there. It's on Monday night, right as of now. They might flex that.
Yeah.
Steelers, Dolphins. No, hopefully they don't. I like seeing my games on Monday night, but it's a tough matchup right now.
And we got
Maybe
a couple
have
questions here for Ben.
No. At this point, no, I don't want a second round. I might as well just come on, Bobby. Enough with that. No Belichick. That was
Marianne's
funny.
like, no,
That was
please.
funny. Yeah. We're all set. Bobby's a funny guy. Bobby's the man. I appreciate it, Bobby, but no. I already dealt with one old guy that says the same thing over and over. I'm done. I'm done with that. So, yeah. Hey, good point from Jeff, and the Pats are back. Texans are sneaky. That defense is a there, so feel good. Now for the Steelers, it's just there we go. Up the lag. The lag was happening.
No, you're good.
I'm just gonna say keep Tomlin, Josh. I know the lag kind of happened right there, so I'm just gonna say keep Tomlin. I backed off that claim, so I was a little upset with him, but keep Tomlin.
Keep Tomlin is the meta here for Ben and the Steelers fans. Marianne, Steelers fan herself, she does not want any part of what Bobby was saying. Bill Belichick, I mean, who knows what he's gonna eventually try to make a comeback. Like he can't help it. It's gonna happen. I'm not saying he's gonna go to the Steelers, but he will try to make his way back in the NFL, and there will be a team that looks at the resume and says, you know what, we want to deal with this. So maybe he can turn us around like he turned the New England Patriots around. But that's fair. That's fair.
Thank you.
Pats are back. I mean, you're back. The lag's back,
I
and
appreciate that.
Patriots are back.
He's the man.
But moving forward, we're gonna keep this going.
No, they are, Josh. They're the best. No, not the best.
Wow, he should retire. I mean, it's a good one. I think we're still fighting off a tiny bit of a lag here, but I'm gonna keep us moving. I'm gonna keep us rolling, and I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I'm gonna talk about my Cowboys, but it's gonna kind of go in to the NFC playoff picture there. Huge win. I mean, I hate to say it, but when I saw this game come on before the season dropped, I said, we're going to beat these guys. Like, this is a huge game. Big win for them. Finally, a formidable playoff team. A formidable team, I should say, Ben. They've got a balanced offense. I mean, I'd lean better offense, but the defense has been very balanced. They can just be middle of the pack. They're going to continue to win games. But this is what it comes down to for me. This is all of what it comes down to for me. You look at the NFC and wow, I mean, it is, aside from kind of similar to that AFC North thing going on there with the Steelers and the Ravens. You can see Buccaneers, Panthers. I mean, that is a dogfight for the division. Panthers off a massive win. I mean, huge upset. We saw Matt Stafford kind of fall out of that MVP race. But I guess my point here, Ben, and I kind of want to hear on you a little bit. I'm not going to give up our predictions. Our predictions are coming pretty soon in the show, actually. But, I mean, you look at this NFC, Ben, and it is a logjam. I mean, the Bears, they've got a tough stretch. The Packers have a somewhat of a tough stretch, but right now on paper, I mean, you've got to assume the Vikings are going to get in. The Eagles are definitely going to get in, and they're still going to win the division, I believe. I think our schedule gets a little rough, and theirs gets a little easier at the time. Rams are going to, I mean, that's going to be a great matchup. I think they're going to probably eat that division out from the Seahawks, but Bears, they got a tough schedule, but do they get in? You're looking at teams like the Lions, Panthers. They're going for the division, but I guess I could just keep it to Lions and Cowboys, which a huge matchup this week. Ben, they need every win they can get because even if they do go to 8-5, the rest of the company could be 10-4, 10-3. So it's a um, packed NFC conference, and James and I will be on the call talking about that Cowboys game a little later. But again, we'll get to the predictions. But it's a logjam in the NFC, Ben.
And I think this is really what kind of screws the Cowboys. Unfortunately, I was going to come on here. Well, I've been coming on here these past couple of weeks. The Cowboys have been my kind of team. They've been winning me some wagers, so I've been helping. They've been a little more biased with them too, but I just felt it too, Josh. I mean, I felt some type of way about these guys winning these games, and I could just tell. And they've been delivering it, and they've just turned their whole season around with this. And unfortunately, I think just as you laid out there, the NFC just being so tight. I mean, the Niners are right down there at 9-4. And that's in the 7th seed team. So I mean, hey, Cowboys, with the way the Eagles are reeling, 8-4. The division's not totally out. I mean, I wouldn't say it's totally out of bounds right now. But much like the AFC picture too, these standings are just so tight. I'm loving the parity in the league, but for the Cowboys, just kind of getting screwed with how competitive this playoff picture is for the NFC. And look at that. I mean, the Lions are right there. You talk about the Panthers; they're surging. They're at the 10th. I mean, obviously they're eyeing the division, but Packers at the 6th seed. Seahawks, they've been great all year. They're just a 5th seed. So Cowboys, I think just the league is just too good, and the Cowboys unfortunately aren't seeing the benefits of it. They're just kind of getting screwed in that regard. But I mean, hey, if they rattle off this win against the Lions, which I think I don't want to go too much into those predictions, but I think there's a good chance of it. You never know. You never know, because if you just leapfrog those guys, they're right there and right inside the playoff picture in that one. Like I said, the Eagles, the way they're playing, are they going to turn it on? What version are we going to see from them? Super Bowl hangover, possibly. I know it's kind of just seeing glimpses of it. So I mean, the Cowboys, they're right there, and I don't know, Josh. Like I said, maybe it's the George Pickens factor too. But I love watching the Cowboys. They're exciting. They just got this whole new life to them. So they're a fun team to watch. Look at that. I mean, that hurdle was crazy. Explosive offense, the defense, just that Quinn and Williams trade, just doing wonders for them. And Overshawn, I always get that name wrong. Overshawn, whatever the guy, the linebacker, he was flying all over in that Kansas City game. He was great. I always think Josh is just saying some of these guys' names just to prop them up, but he's actually really good. So I mean, the Cowboys clicking on all cylinders. Maybe I'm just for the Steelers' woes. Maybe I'm just hopping on the Cowboys a little. So yeah, as Nick DeVos said,
That's
I think
true.
that tie's gonna. Yeah, I think that tie might come back to hurt him, unfortunately. But no, hey, much like the Pats fans, I think Josh should be very excited. Cowboys fans very excited, and you've got a shot. Hey, like all of us, even the Steelers, we all have got a shot at it. But the Cowboys, very reasonable shot right now, especially with the Lions up next. So I think Cowboys fans got to be happy. And I don't know, Josh. Maybe I know we're not going to talk about it now, but maybe you got to pay George Pickens. I don't know.
I definitely think they should / will. NFL Week 13 picks.
Yeah, a lot
Just
of
a quick
X's.
little before we hop into our 14. Pen, what are you thinking?
Sorry. I was checking out my picks over here. Yeah, no,
No, you're
I
good.
was checking out my next picks. I was getting my lock and upset ready over here. What do I think, Josh? I stunk. I stink. I'm looking at that upset. I'm looking at a lot of X's. The Falcons. I mean, what kind of a joke of organization is this? Losing to
Telling
the
you.
Jets. I mean, I know it's at home. Tyron, definitely a lot better than Justin Fields. I hate to say it, for Justin Fields' factor on that, but I mean, Tyrod just brings it for him. I got the Bengals. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
But yeah, no, Rams kind of screwing me, Josh. And I really thought the Colts were going to do. I was a little more iffy on that one. Uh, but like we said, Texans. Watch out for the Texans, Josh. That's an elite team, elite defense, I should say. Offense is getting back together with Stroud now, but I think I might. I think I might pick the Steelers again. Just a little tease. I'm still thinking about it.
I like it. I'll go quick here. Yeah, I mean, same thing, Ben. I just Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday, I was just off. I mean, I was right with my Cowboys.
You're
I don't
pretty
even
good.
really.
Get
But
that.
you look at that first. I remember seeing the first four games, and I'm like, dude, I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, started to come along. Pretty sure I got all these right. But the biggest one I felt good about was that Texans upset. I
Yeah,
saw
that was good.
the blood in the water there. They're a sneaky team. I saw a couple guys commenting about them earlier. I'm pretty sure Pats are back and Jeff. But some interesting games coming up for Week 14. But had to get our picks in there. Moving forward, we talked about these guys a little bit not too long ago. This is the game we're going to start off with Thursday night football. James and I will be calling this game live. 6-5-1 Cowboys traveling to Detroit. Ben, we've got a bunch of games to get to, so I'll keep it nice, short, and sweet here. What do the Lions love to do? They love to be this balanced team. They love to rely on Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, guess what? You've talked about the guy that the Cowboys went out and got recently, and that's Quinnen Williams. The Cowboys have been light years better at stopping the run. We were able to kind of let some gashes up against the Chiefs, but they settle in. This is a different team, Ben. They know the writing's on the wall. They know that they have to win this game. This game propels their playoff odds like dramatically. I think they're going to get the win. They're going to perform on the road. And the last time they played these guys, don't forget, I don't forget, they put up, it was 41-9. Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, who they do not have anymore, was running hook and ladders plays with the offensive linemen. I think the Cowboys know that this is a personal game. This kind of goes back to that weird vendetta, as Jared would call it, that they had towards us when we won on that controversial play. And I don't know. The Lions have this weird thing. They were trying to run up the score last year. That's what they'll do. I don't think they're going to do that this weekend. I think this Thursday, excuse me. I think the Cowboys are going to do a decent job of stopping the run. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to do his thing. Amon-Ra's banged up, and so is that Lions secondary. I think the Cowboys are going to get the job done in a close one. I'm going to say 27-26. Weird score there, just to be weird.
There we go. No, it's always good. No, Thursday night games are weird, Josh, so you can expect a weird score, but keep it short and sweet too. I'm going to go Cowboys. Yeah, I think that offense is just rolling. Something about Detroit. I think that Cowboys will be able to shred that defense, and I don't know. I mean, they still believe in Dan Campbell, but I don't know. Always going on for fourth down, and this kind of just crazy philosophy that he's instilled over there. It's kind of backfiring these last couple of games in this season. You kind of seen it. It's just like, why don't you just kick a field goal? I mean, let's just kick a field goal, get the points. You don't have to go for it on fourth down every time. But no, Josh, I just think the Cowboys are feeling it right now, and they're going to take him. They're going to take him on. So I got the Cowboys in this one. I'll go 31-24.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is. It's just go for it.
It's
It's
just
like
to
he's
kick the
playing
field
Madden,
goal.
Ben.
Yeah, I know. It's like, come on, dude. It's cool for a while, but just like you said, the coach talked with Mike Tomlin. Just give us the real answer. Just shut up and just give us the real answer. Just say you stink.
Steelers going up against the Ravens. Ben,
Speak of
I
stink.
want you to have more time for this one.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, in Baltimore, the heart is going to go with the Steelers and everything. I'm going to pick the Steelers, but I could see us. Yeah, I'm going to go Steelers. I can't bet against them right now. I have to go, but I mean, in Baltimore, with the Ravens team that's reeling these last three games, I don't think Lamar's thrown a passing touchdown. The offense is just inept. I don't know what's going on with them. Obviously, a get right game for them. This is easy for Steelers defense that is just awful. So I could see this easily being a get right game for the Ravens, just taking care of us at home. We always split with the Ravens. Usually, both home teams win, so easily could see this game going Ravens. But I'm going to go Steelers. Just the fan in me, but I'm not confident at all, Josh. This has probably been the least confident Steelers pick of the whole year. Maybe the most recency too. Maybe in the past couple of years. I'm just hoping for a win, but yeah, Ravens aren't looking good. But Steelers defense is just awful. Steelers defense is awful, Josh. So I'm gonna go Steelers, but not confident at all.
Ben said it earlier, and it stuck out with me. He likes that the fact that they split. I think this is just one of those things where it's just hard for me to root for either. I mean, we saw the Jets give the Ravens a hard time.
Jets.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it's a very chippy game. I'm going to say under like 45 for a spread. I'm going to say 23-20, though. I do think the Ravens oust the Steelers. They're at home. I don't love either of these teams. I would not be surprised if the Steelers win. Right now, I'm just going to go ahead, bookmark my victory for the Steelers at the end of the season. And, hey, that could be the one that propels them into the playoffs and maybe to get that a home playoff game. But I don't see them winning this week. I think Aaron Rodgers is all banged up. Maybe he needs a little more time. Mason Rudolph was kind of a disaster as well. The Bills kind of beat up on the Steelers. Again, Ravens have have their own problems, so it could be closer than I think here. But I'm going to go with the Ravens at home. They get the job done. And as Ben said, that defense of the Steelers just scaring me a little bit. But again, I could be eating my words.
Not good. Not good, Josh. They stink.
Not good at all. I'm gonna go with one here, and this is one I like. I heard people kind of saying, "Hey, they could see the Bucks falling off." The Bucks know. I mean, they hear the train coming from Carolina. I mean, these guys in Carolina have been unbelievable, but I think the Bucks know. They know this game's at home. They're kind of, again, another team that's just banged up. They're just trying to get through. And the Saints are just, I mean, they are arguably, I mean, if they play the Titans, they'd probably beat the Titans. But that'd probably be the two worst teams in the league. I mean, shout out to Zach, but it just seems like every year for the past 3 or 4 years, ever since Drew Brees left, they just haven't been the same, and they're not going to be the same for a while. They're going for an early pick, Ben, and the Bucks know it. They know it. This is a sure lock here. The Bucks need to stay within that division. They've been dropping a few games. I think they're going to win this game, and I want to see Emeka Egbuka ball out. Come on, dude. I was up 100 and something in fantasy, and now I'm down 30. So come on. And total points for the year. So I got the Bucks winning this one. Not even a bias thing here. I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to cover the spread. I kind of always just put the spread there just so you guys can see it, but I don't want to talk too much about that spread. But I will say I do like the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, that's a lot of points for a divisional game. Yeah, like you said, Josh, we're just putting the line out there. We're not saying that's what it is. We're just saying that's our lock. So we're just putting it out there, but that is a lot of points. I don't care for a lot of points in this one too, but the Seahawks going to be my lock. Give me those Seahawks. Like I said, Falcons stink. Actually, I'd probably see this as a little more higher scoring than I just said on that one. I forgot it was in the Dome. Over there in Atlanta, Seahawks, they're not going to be able to just beat up on that Vikings quarterback Brosmer again. So Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins isn't much too better than Brosmer, so I think it's going to be a lot of points in that one, but I got the Seahawks as a lock. The Falcons just stink. Gotta get Penix back. They just need a high draft pick. Keep building around that team, but Seahawks, I think they're going to roll them over pretty easily, Josh.
Again, just another win to one of those teams. They're the 5th seed with 10 wins after next week out of 13 games. Could be insane to think about, but I love it, Ben. I love it. I always hear about how good these Falcons are every year, or how good they're going to be. I like it. Again, hey, my upset of the week. I don't know why I didn't say it earlier. My Cowboys, they're going to beat the Lions. They're going to do what they got to do, throw at those corners. And Ben, I'm sure James and I are going to say this on the during the game 2 more days, but don't come out to a slow start. You saw last week Dak Prescott throws the pick. I'm thinking, oh, here we go. And then they're able to kind of rally back. Similar to the Patriots. Patriots always start off a little weird, and then they figure it out. But offense from Dallas, let's figure it out. Let's get off to an early lead here, and let's just kind of run away with it. Because Detroit, they're a tough team, and as Ben said, they're going to go for it on 4th down. So you can never count them out. But I got the Cowboys. That's my upset of the week. And as always, just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. I'm going to leave it over to Ben as always. And hey, don't miss James and I announcing this Thursday. Ben, all yours.
tune into those guys. I always love hearing Josh talk about the Cowboys and all that. So I'm sure that broadcast is going to be crazy. But Jags, nice transition right there. Jags is my upset over the Colts. Colts, not pretenders yet, but they're kind of showing some holes with Daniel Jones coming back down to earth a little with some reality checks on that team. So I think the Jags are going to pull off that upset over there. But as always, thank you to everybody for tuning in. Comments were awesome as always. Pats are back. Shout out to that lag one killed me over there. And go Steelers, but most likely not getting that one.
Call timeout. Timeout talks. Timeout talks.